So our first investment property was a complete train wreck.
Yet we still made money.
Yeah, barely, but we were successful because we worked really, really hard and we stuck together to do it.
And we want to go over what we did and how we were successful with that.
So you can be successful and not have to struggle as much as we did.
Exactly.
So that's why we made this channel. We hope you listen to this entire video and like and subscribe if you found it to be valuable to you.
Two guys take on real estate.
So, Kev, do you remember our first two-family?
Oh my God, how can I forget? Yeah, you're definitely sure I remember that house.
We found a beautiful two-family, god-awful green
You use that word
house.
a lot, beautiful, and I don't think you know what that word means. So basically, folks, we used what's called the Burr method today, and we used it before they called it that.
Oh, yeah, exactly. I mean, this was over 12 years ago now. And we found this rundown Boston-style duplex that needed a lot of work.
This place was a dump, dude. It was so bad of a house that if it was in a neighborhood of a dump, the dump wouldn't want that house in its neighborhood.
We found this property that we each had about $5,000. We went in to buy this property and we really didn't know what we were doing. We actually had to find a hard money lender.
Yeah, I mean, we're not going to be able to buy anything with just $10,000,
No,
$15,000. So we had to use our money that we saved up a little bit, as well as hooking up with a hard money lender to get the rest to buy this property. And we did.
Yeah, and they also funded our rehab project property as well because it needed quite a bit of rehab.
Yeah, I think we probably put in a couple extra bucks here and there in the rehab as we went too.
Yeah,
Again,
I mean, we now, to save some money, we actually did a lot of the work ourselves. So Kevin would come from his job and help after hours. I actually kind of got laid off at the time, so I was out there, sanding the floors, painting. I had some free time. Yeah, exactly.
So putting in the time and doing the rehab yourself will save you a fortune, but otherwise you're buying the property at a great price because it needs work. You can build some value in it.
That big B, buy.
That's right. That's the first part of the Burr method. And then the second part, of course, like we just talked about,
was renovate. And that's where we were spending the big R, renovating the property, building that value over time. I mean, finding stuff like sanding the floors, fixing the electrical, plumbing, new heating systems, new kitchens, baths, whatever we could do to build really good value into that property.
To this day, nobody on the team lets me paint anything.
Nope.
Let me just tell you.
We still have some driveways that have been painted by this guy.
Yeah, it is what it is. I do my best, but you got to do what you got to do to get yourself started. So okay, so you worked really hard, you chipped in, you painted the driveway, and you did all the important things.
Yep. And everything was beautiful. Everyone was asking us what we were walking by, saying, "Hey, when is that going to be ready for rent? We want to rent this place. Oh my God, this is amazing."
Yeah, we never seen anything like that. We'll be outside doing some work, cleaning up the property, and people come by from the neighborhood that are passing by on the sidewalk saying, "This is beautiful. When are you going to be able to rent it? Can I get an application?"
Yep. We didn't have an application. We didn't have anything.
Oh,
we didn't know what we were doing.
The first thing about being landlords, we're just like, hey, let's buy a house and fix it.
Yep. And we'll make tons of money.
Yeah, totally. So we went on to the next step from there, which was to rent it.
Yep. And we found some tenants, good, bad, whatever.
Oh my God, we did not know what we were doing. Let me just tell you. So we let basically anybody move in to this place. We didn't know what. I mean, screening, right? Super important.
Oh, that's very important, and we didn't do any of that.
No. Now we teach all about it, so you don't have to make the same mistakes we've made and lived through. But we didn't know anything about tenant screening or leasing.
All we knew is we needed to get it rented as fast as possible because we didn't want to sit on that hard money, which was costing us every month. At the time, it was 15%. We were paying 15% on that money.
Wow, what a great deal for our hard money lender right there, huh? He was crushing it. So so we wanted to get this thing rented right away. Why do we want to get it rented? Why do we want to have leases in place?
Because we wanted to go on to that next R, which was refinance.
Got to refinance immediately.
Yep. And at the time, we actually worked with a mortgage broker to try to find the best deal possible for us so that we could get it done also as fast as possible. So we did. We worked with that broker. We got them all the paperwork, all the rents, the leases, and basically what we did to the property. Absolutely. They sent out an appraiser. They appraised the property. It appraised for far more than we actually bought it for and renovated it for. So that was awesome.
Because we were crushing it. I mean, that's the whole point of this. If you're buying something already at a discounted price because it's distressed, maybe you got a great deal on it because you're just a shrewd negotiator, which I'm sure we weren't at the time. Then you renovated the property, you placed tenants in there, this thing is making money, you cleaned it up, it's way nicer than it was before, you've built a tremendous amount of value.
Exactly.
So we harvest that value when it comes time to refi. So not only did we get all the money, we paid for the property to buy it.
Yep. It's called a cash out refinance. And that's actually allowed us to pull out an extra $30,000. So we got our initial investment of $10,000. We paid off our hard money loan. So he was happy.
We were happy.
Interest, yes, exactly. I think the whole process took about 4 months. It
Yeah,
took
maybe a little bit longer
than
than we thought,
Yeah.
but I mean, again, we didn't know what to expect or what we were doing. So remember,
No.
this is a process. You want to flow right through the BRRRR method as quickly as possible to get this thing going.
about the velocity of money.
Absolutely.
And yeah, exactly. So then we made an extra $30,000 and we rolled that in to the last R, which was repeat into the next duplex.
Fantastic. And that's exactly what you can do. You take all the money, you pay it back with the refi, you keep a little bit extra maybe, and then you start working on the next deal and do the same thing.
Exactly. And that's actually, so we use this whole method over the last 12 years to grow to 500 rental units.
That's, boy, and that's a lot of driveways for me to drop paint all over, isn't it?
It was.
Well, you can't do some of this kind of stuff without scaling. So there's an important thing to learn about that. And we cover how to scale your business in other YouTube videos as well. So stick around for more of that.
Check them out here. Thanks a lot, guys.
Take care.